big news for 2017 Porsche 911s? They are all turbocharged, but this is the Turbo, the 911's 911. Equally at home, grabbing a gallon of milk or slaying supercars on closed courses, all four wheels. Propel it from rest to 60 miles an hour in 2.8 seconds. Stuttgart produces more aggressive cars, but none as balanced.
You can't really push a car like this on public roads. Fortunately, I'm at a track. And not just any track.
Thunder Hill Raceway outside of Sacramento, California, is nearly 5 miles of off-camber corners, elevation changes, and blind whoop-de-doos. Hurley Haywood, arguably America's most decorated endurance driver, advises to trust the car.
If you make a mistake, it corrects the mistake for you.
I'm driving the more potent Turbo S model. The interior has all the creature comforts drivers could want, including Porsche's much-improved touchscreen user interface. Like all 911s, the back seat is only for small kids or luggage. In lava orange, it's very stealthy. Parked among 1,000 of these. The S model's 3.8-liter six-cylinder lives under here. It's twin turbocharged. At 580 horsepower, there's 40 more than the standard turbo model. There's up to 553 pound-feet of torque.
The turbos are different from the ones found in a standard 911. For one thing, these are larger. And remember, this is a flat-six engine where the pistons fire horizontally, not vertically like most engines.
The 7-speed dual-clutch PDK gearbox with its eye-blink shifts is the only transmission. Cabrio drivers, keep the top up today. It's 104 degrees, hardly ideal for hard romping.
You sure your seat cooler's on and your AC's going?
Hurley Haywood himself says to use the PDK transmission in the automatic mode. He says that's the mode that he uses. I'm not going to second guess him.
Watch carefully. The rear wing and active front end kick in for added downforce. At speeds over 100 miles an hour, the Turbo is as calm as an ordinary commute.
All right, I'm at 135 and braking. Thank goodness for carbon ceramic brakes.
Standard on the S, they are completely fade-free, even when hammered in blistering heat. Top speed is 205 miles an hour.
This car is so easy to drive, even on a difficult track like this.
There is never a moment when the Turbo S doesn't communicate completely in corners. It's perfectly planted.
Whoa, car unweights, handles it very nicely. You can feel the electronics feathering in, but they are not draconian. Very, very, very nicely done.
The Turbo's impellers have variable vane geometry, and the throttle valve always stays open just a little bit to minimize turbo lag. To wring out every ounce of oomph, push the Sport Response button for 20 seconds of engine overboost and aggressive shift calibration.
That speed is amazing. Hurley is definitely right about the transmission. It is always in the right gear.
Drivers swap in and out of the cars all day. Despite the heat and the pounding, the only issue with the 8 cars on hand is a chipped windshield. Impressive. With no servicing, I drive the Turbo S away from Thunder Hill down to Monterey for the Pebble Beach Concours weekend. After that, I pick up my son in San Jose and spend a few days motoring up the coast, where the Tangerine Turbo will end up in the Seattle press fleet. Road noise is moderate. The adjustable suspension feels a skosh firmer overall than a standard 911, but certainly civil enough for everyday use. I saw 26 miles per gallon on the highway, exceeding the EPA's estimate, and I was not lollygagging.
Price? A base 911 Turbo Coupe will set you back about $160,000. This lightly optioned S model, $196,000. Kids, a good reason to study hard and get into a good college.
The 911's organic teardrop design is as pure as anything on 4 wheels. Some buyers prefer the visual flamboyance of a Lamborghini or Ferrari. That's understood, but it's hard to beat the 911 Turbo S's balance of style, performance, and versatility.